around 200 yards before.
So what events have you got coming up, Harry?
Europro at Harleyford, going up there tomorrow for it.
So what kind of preparation have you been doing leading up to the tournament, Harold?
Well, I came back from a tournament on Friday, so I actually practiced on Friday night at about 7 PM for 2 hours. Yesterday I didn't touch a club because, you know, I've kind of realised now that although you want to prepare for a tournament, when I get to a tournament on a Monday, I've still got 2 days until the tournament begins on the Wednesday, and I've got to use those 2 days properly to prepare.
Yeah.
The weekend is much more about rest now.
Yeah.
So yesterday I didn't actually touch a golf club. I had a personal training session. Right, I'm going to fit this show. Had a personal training session in the morning, and then didn't touch club for the rest of the day.
No.
Had a line this morning, and then today we're going to hit balls. In previous years, you know, I thought I'd get home from a tournament, and I thought that I kind of had to be ready by the time I leave for the tournament, but it's really not that. I've got Monday and Tuesday. I've got pro-am on Monday, pro-am on Tuesday. We did a little live practice around that, so I do have plenty of time now.
So time before you actually travel is time just to rest and recoup and get ready for what's
more
ahead.
so than kind of putting in hard grind.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I'm using the shorter clubs to try and like integrate that feeling, if you know what I mean, of coming through shallow, because it's harder to come through shallow with a short club, right, than it is with a longer club. That makes sense?
Yeah. When was the last time you saw
Stuart?
A
while ago, to be fair. I feel like he helped me out massively learning about the golf swing and on impact as well, like the position I need to be in through impact.
Yeah.
And just about golf in general, but recently I just haven't had the money to go back up there and see him. Obviously Jamie paid for those lessons, helped me out massively.
Have you
with
used
those
all of the lessons?
Yeah, I used all the lessons by, I had the last one in like January time. But yeah, I will go up and see him. I'll probably have maybe like 2 or 3 lessons with him this year.
Yeah.
I don't want to go overboard through the season working on my swing. I think the main thing I need to focus on is just getting to the top, letting the club drop down to there, and then just hitting it from the bottom.
Beauty. Strikes as well. Right, let's go
Fade.
to Royalty 7.
I just want to clear something up.
Yeah.
People keep mentioning my grip,
Yeah, we do.
and at the moment, I've had that grip literally since I first started, and it's because, I just want to clear this up, I have a crooked right little finger,
So bad.
and so I have to grip it in that certain way, so I have a counteractive grip, so my left hand is really strong, my right hand is really weak. Basically makes no difference at all because I play with a closed club face and always have them. So just wanted to clear that up for the viewers.
Why is your finger crooked?
It's actually genetic. It runs down. It did run down the female side of the family, and it's coming to the male side. So I have to have it literally just there like that.
But when you say it's genetic, your mum and dad have both got it.
No, just my mum. It's my mum's
No,
side.
I've seen it on your dad's. And
No,
they're
my
also
dad
brother
hasn't.
and
My
sister.
dad hasn't got it, Harry. Stop talking about my finger.
That's a rip. Go.
Target. Cheers then. See you in a bit. So for the rest of this round, I'm literally going to be focusing on actually taking the swing to the golf course again, pretty much like the vlog at Dainton. Harry's going to help me out a little bit and just make sure I'm sticking to my pre-shot routine and hitting sort of shallower, more forwardy shots rather than scabby 3 irons and floaty.
How far?
145.
9 or 8 or wedge?
No, it's a 50.
50 degree? Really?
Out of this heather because it's going to bounce just over the bunker and run onto the green.
I haven't played her in a while.
admit it's safe.
Oh, it's got a hell of a bounce.
Yeah, it all kicked in.
Oh my god.
There you go. So 50 degree, like long of the green. That's how firm it is around. That should come down nice. Yeah, good control. Perfect.
Nice shot, Harry.
I think that was like borderline sky.
Yeah, there's a little sky.
I might come back down. Such a hard shot, mate. I've literally made a bogey and a double here the last 2 days. That pin is just buggering me. Downwind, off the left. 466.
We'll get it within 100 yards of the green.
There's only one option. Yeah, 100%.
That's good. There we go.
We both just absolutely annihilated them. This means a lot to both of us. He's already gone very, very quiet. In a minute, I'm going to show Harry my little book, which I'm carrying around in the back of my pocket for when I go out on the golf course. With just like, not affirmations as such, but just reminders of how to, not how to hit a golf ball, but to just like behaviour, sticking to routine, just general thoughts as I'm going around. I'm sure mine's the one in the fairway.
Yeah, it is. I've seen mine.
So who hits it longer? So this is the notebook I carry around in my back pocket.
Encore swing thoughts and notes. Stick the pre-shot routine on every shot. Commit to every shot 100%. Clearly visualize every shot before hitting. Act professional at every moment. If in doubt, play the conservative play.
Next page.
You're joking. Swing thoughts and feelings. Relaxed at address. Feel like I'm covering the golf ball and exiting left. Keep the feeling of being flatter on the downswing. Power from the bottom, not the top. Connected and compact, baby fades.
Thoughts?
Thoughts? Too many of them, mate.
I'm not reading every one of them every round. I might read a couple and see which one's like relative to how I'm playing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and Harry are going to play 2 holes and we're going to go through our exact thought process for every shot basically. So
this is a good hole because the pin's right at the back. There's not much room up there, is there really?
No. How far is it to the pin?
56, and the bushes are only 10 yards long of that. But obviously you don't want to cut it short because then you're down a tier.
So basically you want something, if you're past this pin, it's an easy 2-putt basically from there, even if you're just off the green, yeah. So you want to make sure you're over that tier. It's easier to putt from the back fringe or semi than it is to putt from the bottom of that tier. It's such a difficult putt to judge weight. Yeah, so basically you want to be landing it by the pin and letting it trickle out to the back of the green if you're being sensible.
Okay, 156, playing pretty flat, maybe a yard or 2 uphill, a little bit in off the right, mainly off the right. So I'm going to try and play like a 160 golf shot, maybe, which is just a tiny bit off an 8-iron.
Okay.
I don't want to hammer an 8-iron because if it gets going on the wind it could bounce.
Yeah. And you're trying to land this pin high, yeah?
Right on the pin, yeah.
Yeah, and then that leaves...
Is it a good 8-iron, do you reckon?
Yeah, we are playing back into the breeze a little bit.
Okay, so
have you bushnelled the bushes at the back?
Yeah, like 170.
Yeah, so you can go at this 8 iron, I think, quite hard, and I think you'll be fine.
Just a good one, man.
Just left it out right a bit. Come back. Again, because I'm hitting a little fade. In general, I'm gonna try and play this pretty neutral, but it's a full. For me, it is a full one.
Yeah.
To get it up there, and again, I'm just trying.
So where are you starting this?
I'll be starting it at the pin.
Yeah. At least.
Should just hold up against the wind a little bit. Solid strike and just keep it on that top tier.
Good golf shot.
Started it right.
Started it right.
Go. Go. That's perfect.
Great shot. Your thought process was better because you didn't try and start it left, which I've seen you do.
Best golf shot I've hit all day. I don't know how yours has ended up in between the two bunkers. It's almost impossible. Yeah, I'd rather be in the bunker than be there. So what's your thought process here?
Just about strike. Like really concentrating on strike off this, hopefully.
Yeah.
You know, land it in the fringe. Definitely, I can't land this on.
There's my board right there.
Yeah. And anything inside 10 foot, I'll be really happy with it.
So landing in the fringe just over the bunker edge there, yeah. Pretty good that. Unless you land it.
It's rock solid. You could just hear it bounce. It's just nothing under it.
Yeah. Routine when it comes to putting, you always looking at both sides of the hole?
It depends. Not always. A lot of the time you can get confused when you go the other side of the hole. And if I'm seeing something from that side of the hole and something from this side of the hole, I'll always take this side of the hole.
Okay.
I have days like last week. I really struggled on the greens. I was seeing two different things, and I'll definitely go for this side of the hole on that side, up the hill and a tiny bit from my bag.
Yeah, so it's coming from his left. So left to right from where he's putting. Yeah, solid up and down.
Got away with one there, didn't I?
So I'm playing this with a little bit less break and hitting it just so it's 6 inches past, a foot past, if it misses.
But isn't 6 inches past with this kind of a putt, slightly downhill, slightly downwind, going to be going pretty soft?
This isn't downhill.
Is it not?
No, this is near enough dead flat, if not slightly, very slightly uphill.
Okay.
And it's inside right.
Okay. Great putt, good pace.
How often do I make birdie on that hole? Not very often, especially with a back pin.
That's good too there, mate.
So this is a risk reward hole.
320?
320 to pin. Now Bushnell, if you Bushnell the bushes on the left, because if you were, I normally hit a big fade into this hole with a 3-wood to get it running around to the right.
300 to those bushes.
So for me, downwind.
The left more so.
Exactly, I don't think my 3-wood would not pitch 300.
No way.
Even if it got close, it's pitching in the long stuff and staying short, which is a relatively easy pitch out to the green. So 3-wood, basically at the left edges of those bushes and fading off. If it doesn't fade back, it's not the end of the world and you've still got a chance of making birdie. What would you do normally?
Yeah, I'd definitely be trying to shape it on the wind, so it's 260, 255 to cover the bunkers.
If you were hitting it shit, what would you do?
I'd still be going for it, mate.
Would you still be going for it? See, if I was hitting it pretty shite, because my bad ones can get quite bad, I'd be hitting it, laying up here and leaving myself like 100 in, which would mean hitting a 4-iron off the tee.
So I'm starting this at the left trap. Is this even going to get there?
Yeah, it'll get there if you strike it, mate.
Okay.
I don't know.
Depends, if you tee it off left, or a lot of people would tee this off right, and that would encourage them to start it left for a fade.
See, I'd be thinking more about getting it there and starting it more downwind, so I tee it off the left to make sure it's... Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, but I think it's just preference. I feel like we've talked about this shot for far too long, and I just...
at that left trap. Yeah, see, that's absolutely fine. It's a tug left.
Awful golf shot.
It's a terrible golf shot, but from there, you're just in the rough and you've got still a relatively good chance of making birdie. So for me, I'm starting it. I'm teeing it up on the left-hand side of the tee box, so it feels like it's more downwind.
Yeah.
I think 3 would be much shorter otherwise. Left trap with a little fade. That should be perfect.
No, it's going to go in the bunker. Move, move, move.
Did it go over or did it go in it?
Couldn't tell. It didn't look like it was going forward. Might be in it. It wasn't like fading enough on the wind.
Okay, Harry did actually hit the second ball and knocked it on. Mine wasn't too far away from being good. It was maybe another 2 yards.
Perfect.
You got to land this short of the green. It all runs away.
Bit down to luck. At the white post.
The little post behind the pin.
No, the white post over there, like 15 yards left of the flag.
Yeah, maybe a little bit right of that. It's not as, it doesn't swing as much as you think. I'd say about a yard left of that other sign, to be fair.
Is that all?
Yeah. Needs to go maybe a little bit.
Go, that's perfect, isn't it?
That's very good, that.
Sick.
Yeah, runs hard.
So,
This I've literally just got to basically duff out.
Hope for the best.
10 yards, no, not even that, maybe 15 yards short.
Yeah.
And just make sure I hold the club face open, because if this closes, it's over the back.
Tops it, but
sometimes, like, if it's a bit like furry, I'll almost get like a bit forward on it to make sure it like bobbles out onto the fringe. Do you do that?
Forward press it.
Yeah, just a little bit more to stop it from snagging.
Okay. Could also add loft to it. Okay, bit of right to left, uphill into wind. Didn't really plan on having this long a birdie putt on this hole, but there we go. Oh.
Right, so someone just hit a ball over and my phone's going. I'm just filming. Yeah, I'm just filming at the moment. It's pretty straight.
Pretty straight, yeah.
Maybe right edge.
Lovely. Good start line. Lovely putt. In all the way. See, if you weren't like a member here, you'd think that this green's generally going that way.
Yeah, off this right hand side it just kicks in. That's why I said with yours, when you were playing your second,
Yeah.
it's not as far left as you think.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you get to here, you could play it 2 different ways. You could run it off the slope, or you could play it almost straight.
Yeah.
I'll tap yours in for you.
Yeah, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Where's that pink finger? I love this place. I really want to join.
Come and join then.
Yeah.
You might just have to cheer up a little bit.
I'm happy, mate. Well, I have just spent 4 hours with you. So.
I prefer the chirpier members, really. But you might get away with it. Might charge you a little bit extra though for that haircut. But
I've had it cut.
anyway, take care. See you later.
Cheers, mate.